Hi everybody, welcome to the Metropolitan Performing Arts live stream. My name is Barbara, I'm the Executive Director of MPA. What you're about to watch is the showcase performance of the Shakespeare camp that happened this past week. So students met for I think a total of 10 hours and put together what you're about to watch. Some things to point out is that these scenes were recorded via Zoom, so the audio and the video might not sync up 100% of the time. Also, students chose their own Zoom backgrounds, so you'll notice they kind of go in and out. But I am quite amazed at what these kids have done, meeting less than a week for only a couple hours a day. Shout out to Jeffrey Puka and Chris Heller, who taught to this camp. I hope you guys enjoy.
Our story takes place in Illyria, on the Adriatic Sea. It begins with two twins who find themselves shipwrecked and separated.
Viola, believing her brother Sebastian to be dead, disguises herself as a man named Cesario and takes a position as a page to the court of
Duke Orsino, who is pursuing the wealthy Countess
Olivia, still mourning the sudden death of her brother.
And I, Malvolio, serve as friend and confidant.
And here is where I, Valentine, will begin our tale.
If you continue these favors towards you, Cesaro, you are likely to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence, that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconsistent, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Here comes the count.
Who saw Cesario? Oh,
On your attendance, my lord, here.
stand you a while, aloof, Cesario. Thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her, be not denied access. Stand at her doors, and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow, as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds, rather than make him profit at her turn.
See, I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with the discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years. Now say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipes are as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, all assemblet of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife. Whoever I woo, myself would be his wife.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What manner of man is he?
Why of mankind?
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you. Will you or no?
What personage in years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. He is very well favored, and he speaks very shrewdly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Give me my veil. Come, throw it o'er my face. We'll once again hear of Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be lady of the house, for I never saw her. I'd be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say a little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance that you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain. If you are she, you do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is for my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was present this. Is not done well?
Excellently done. If God did all. Lady, you're the cruelest she alive. If you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried and every particle and utensil labeled to my will. As item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes with lids with them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You're too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you're crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
Adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, the sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, such a suffering, such a deadly life. In your denial I'd find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Cry out, Olivia. Oh, you should not rest between the elements of the air and the earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again, to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Send this for me.
I have no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love maketh heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is full. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast, soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not, tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived, but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as his poor lady, she were better love a dream. How this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor master, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. O time, thou must untangle this. Not I, is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Let me yet know of you. Whither are you bound?
No sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is a mere extravagancy. You must know of me then. Antonio, my name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, we would have so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea, was my sister drowned.
Alas a day.
A lady, sir, though it such she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She's drowned already with salt water, and though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered. Desire it not. Fare you well at once. I'm bound to Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
So, I'm in love with the Duke, while he pines for Countess Olivia, who in turn seems to be in love with me, thinking I am Cesario, which somehow is not the only confusion.
And I, Malvolio, am infatuated by the Countess Olivia. She should want to marry me, as I am perfect.
Malvolio is a ridiculous narcissist and doesn't see that Olivia loves Cesario. So I, Sir Andrew, and
I, Sir Toby, play a trick on him. We have given him a letter to dress in yellow to prove his love to the Countess.
And I, not knowing my sister's alive and dressed like myself, headed into town to seek shelter, and to make friends with people that might help me. But the company I keep has enemies.
And I am Antonio, the company he keeps. And I have quite a few enemies.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire did spur me forth, but not all love to see you, but jealousy what might befall your travel. Being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks, and ever oft good turns are shuffled off with such concurrent pay. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight, against the Count his galleys, I did some service. Of such note indeed, that were I ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel only myself stood out, for which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, whilst you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eye shall shine, shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase, and your store, I think, is not for idle markets, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? Sad and civil and suits well first with my tunes. Where is Malvolio?
he's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He's sure possessed.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you, if he come, for sure. The man is tainted in wits.
I am as mad as he. Sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady? Oh, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this yellow smiley face hat. But what of that?
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my head. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee! Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request, yes, nightingales answer daws.
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
Ha!
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow smiley face hat?
Thy yellow smiley face hat.
And wish to see thee cross-gartered?
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness. The young gentleman of the Count Orsino's is returned. I'll come to him. Good Andrew, let this fellow be looked to. Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh ho! Do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Andrew to look to me. Why, when she went away, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can come between me and the prospect of my hopes and dreams. Sir, God save thee.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast, betake thee to't. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck, be yare in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard. For your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
Oh, he is night, dubbed with unhatched rapier and on carpet consideration. But he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incessant at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre. Hobnob is his word, gift or take.
I will return again into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that put quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Belike this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. His indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury. Therefore, get you on, and give him his desire. Back you shall not to the house, unless you undertake that with me, which with as much safety you might answer him. Therefore, on, or strip your sword stark naked. For metal you must, that's certain, or forswear to wear an iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office, as to know of the knight what my offense is to him. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so.
It shall be much bound to you for it. I'm one that rather go as Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for his oath's sake. Marry, he hath better bethought him of his quarrel, and he finds that now scarce to be worth talking of. Therefore draw, for the supportance of his vow. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God, defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. The gentleman will for his honor's sake have one bout with you. He cannot by the duello avoid it, but he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, toot.
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you, 'tis against my will. Put up your sword. If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? Why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Pray, sir, put your sword up, if you please.
Very will I, sir. For that I promised you I'll be as good as my word. He will bear you easily and reigns well.
Antonio, are you resting at the suit for Count Orsino?
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir. No, Jot. I know your favor well. Though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you. But there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do, now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls me. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you've shown me here, in part being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my present with you. Hold, here's half my coffer.
Would you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest that it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainness, babbling, drunkenness, or any taint of vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away!
But oh, what vile and idle proves this God? Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauteous evil are empty trunks o'erflourished by the devil.
The man goes mad. Away with him! Come, come, sir.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true, imagination, oh, prove true, that I, dear brother, be now taken for you. He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know, yet living in my glass. Even such and so, in favor was my brother, and he went still in this fashion. Color, ornament, for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest, paltry boy, and more coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him. And for his cowardship, ask Andrew.
A coward. A most devout coward, religious in it. Slid. I'll offer him again and beat him.
Do cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not comprehend how such scum could inhabit.
I dare lay any money. 'Twill be nothing yet.
And for now, here ends our story.
Sebastian passes by Sir Andrew later, and as he thinks I am my sister, he challenges me to finish our earlier fight.
As Sebastian is a better fighter, I lost.
Olivia intervenes, and in thinking Sebastian is Cesario, they marry that night.
Antonio is speaking with the Count and sees Viola.
At the same time, Sebastian comes to the house. We are all seeing double.
My brother and I are finally reunited.
Malvolio has been released from the madhouse and realizes that he has been tricked.
The Duke approves the union between Olivia and Sebastian, and has fallen for Cesario.
So, Viola and the Duke marry.
The end.